Whenever
you
you're
wake
thinking
up,
about
you
it,
brush
right?
your teeth, you send dynasty trades. Like
Yes.
that's what your day should look like. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong.
Did you know the best strategy in Dynasty is to sell a player as soon as they produce?
That's sarcasm. Depends on how you define a good dynasty team. And that can be subjective, but to us, good means you win money because money is cool. Why the heck else would you get in these leagues with a buy-in if you didn't want to win the entire league and take people's money? A team that can compete for 2 or 3 years, that's what makes a good dynasty roster. That's what you're just donating your buy-in if you're just in a perpetual rebuild.
I'm a genius, dude.
I know.
It's if you let what you think about a player override value, thinking strategically, it's going to kill you.
Look beyond your opinion of a player and look at the market value. If someone has fallen 2 rounds, take them. Yeah, and I think that's really what we're saying. It often behooves you to down tier for more points instead of down tiering for depth.
Are you like doing
And
like an
that's
SAT
something that we
words
really
Because you keep saying usurp and
I'm
behooves.
sorry. I've never said to you.
Like, what's the app on your phone where you like learn new words?
Well, that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing this entire time. I'm like, I've been thesaurusing all of
When you
this,
see
so-
Nathan sitting in thought, he's like, what word am I going to use when it gets to me? Go ahead.
No, but
Chris, I love him, Olave.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I love him. Yeah, Drake, I love him, London.
Not somebody that we did a prospect video before the draft. Not somebody that I watched film on. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Yeah, whatever. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Okay, everybody watched film but me.
Market value fluctuates week to week in Dynasty. And the funny thing is, it actually happens more in the off season than it does during the actual season when things are going on.
is
Because
crazy.
Dynasty players get bored.
Because we get bored.
That's why we play Dynasty.
Yep. There are a couple guys in Dynasty that you really can't say anything about without getting completely draft for. No. But buy Tony Pollard now while he's going in the 5th
but, okay,
round, so
but-
next year you can make sure you brag about it when
There
he's
you
going in the 11th. If you really want to buy into high-producing running backs, why not do the running backs that have already fallen because of the age? There's zero chance that his value is higher next year than it is now with Tony. There's not a chance.
Please sell Tony Pollard. Please do not draft him. Draft a young wide receiver instead.
Nick
And,
Chubb.
and if you're,
that's-
some of you are gonna watch this and still draft him anyways, and you're hopeless. I'm sorry. You shouldn't
Wow.
be playing Dynasty.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you guys? I mean, seriously. What is it about Tony Pollard that we're that excited about? You think Tony Pollard's the workhorse between the tackles back? Seriously? And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Cam Akers season again. And he's sliding back.
Cam Akers,
So he's going.
SZN.
You have, I kid you not, a 3rd chance to sell Cam Akers. I am pleading with you to do it now. I've never seen, and people are like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm selling Cam Akers. Why would you not? Somebody's gonna get on this jersey wearing a split Tony Pollard Cam Akers jersey and be like, these guys suck. Like,
The Bears suck. That's why they have the 1st overall pick. Yeah.
it is hilarious how much Bears fans have been flexing that they got the #1 pick. I'm like, you are flexing that you were the
We have
worst
Justin
team in-
Fields and the #1 pick. Is there a correlation there?
because I can already tell people are watching this video and there's tears rolling down their face.
Clickbait.
They're so mad.
Subpar analysis.
Do us a huge favor. If you want these huge values, do a huge like on this huge video and make sure you huge subscribe. And that didn't make
Huge.
sense. It is Friday night, and we're here to talk Dynasty Fantasy Football. Good to see you guys. We're happy you're here. We're going to do a live
Hi, guys.
Dynasty startup draft, like complete with, all of the new rookie values, all of the post-free agency values, like how far is Justin Fields going to fall after we told him to sell people for a year, stuff like that, just the normal stuff. So good to see you guys. We're happy you're here. And like I said, if you are a mother flocker over on the site, make sure you jump in, go get in this draft, because we are going to be doing a Dynasty start looking, and let's see how many people. Dude, we really don't have that many people in here yet, so we might be dropping this one in the YouTube stream. How about that? Or maybe it's not refreshing. That happens sometimes too. No? All right. So I'm going to drop this. Wow. Copy. I'm going to drop this in for you guys to draft with us. So if you guys would like to, we will let you draft with us. There is the link. You can get in these drafts with us tonight, especially. Let's see. Somebody, I think I saw Dynasty Psych here. He says, live till 9K. Could we hit 9K tonight? That's like impossible.
That would be crazy.
I feel like that would be a little bit far-fetched.
That would be an all-nighter.
There we go. We're one closer. Hey, we only need 70 more. So if you're watching, you haven't subscribed. If you're watching this early in the live stream, you haven't subscribed. Like you come on. Like you could do it just for us, please. But this draft is filling up now. So we're gonna do like I said, a Dynasty startup mock draft tonight, and then we'll take your questions, answer some super chats, things like that, and talk about all of the happenings in Dynasty. We're happy. We'll do some team blueprints tonight too. But let's do this thing. So, we got full. Shut up, Avery's computer.
Oh, wow.
Look, Ryan got into 101. Hey, Ryan, are you gonna take JJ McCarthy like really early in this draft because he's gonna be a Viking? Huh?
You can't name drop, dude.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
It's the first round. Shut up. Let me make sure I have rookies in here. Yeah. So this is rookies included, not kickers. It's gonna be rookies. So, let's go through some comments here. So let's go up to the top. Let's see who was in here. Very first. Whoa, Take It Easy Man was here first. He says T-minus 123. Seriously? You were here that early? Good to see you, buddy. Waffle Houser's here. I'm so ready for Avery to see this picture. Heads are gonna roll on the floor. I don't know what's coming. I'm actually kind of scared. We did get a super chat, so let's scroll down to the bottom here.
I'll let you read this one.
Oh my freaking gosh.
Oh, I'll tell you what. He definitely is
Bidgety
feeling
4
this one.
Hummels, what's up, buddy? Avery talking about how he's been saying Fields is a sell while drafting him in the 4th is an $100 league. LOL, love you, brother. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I cannot live with myself after that. Like, because I was like not doing any startups this offseason, waiting for that one, and I was really excited about it. And like, I went against my better judgment and drafted a player that I knew sucked because I thought it was the value play. Oh, good night. I mean, I like not only like humiliated myself, like it legit drives me nuts. Like,
Yeah.
I think about it often.
It's not often. I mean, there's a reason we preach take the value all the time because the value is always greater than your personal opinion. But I'd say about 5% of the time, maybe 5% of the time, it screws you over. And that time, it definitely screwed you over.
All right, Hummels, this is he says, to be fair, I would have taken him in the 4th too. Anybody at that point would have. It was far before any of like they can't get anything for him. Like,
Yeah.
it was like the day before it. Oh, I hate it. Briar Higgins says, just subbed. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for subbing. We appreciate that so much. Whoa, Take It Easy Man says, be right back. Going to create 70 accounts. I feel like that would take you a lot longer than like just being right back, right? But that would be cool. Let's see. Let's jump back to full screen and see if we got any people to subscribe. Nope, it's the same. All right. That's what I figured. That happens sometimes. So let's go back up to the top. Hummels, appreciate you, buddy. Even though I know I had that one coming. Hunter says, what's up? What's up, Hunter? Curious, would you rather have the 102, 103 knowing that Marvin Harrison Jr. will be gone, or Chase in a 1 QB half PPR dynasty? I would still rather have Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have Jamar Chase than Malik Neighbors, so that's who it would be.
Yeah.
Running the comments tonight is not Sam, but it's our guy, John. John is coming on new, and he is going to be trying his microphone voice out for the first time. So, John, say hi to the world.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
I hope my microphone voice sounds as beautiful to you people as it does over here.
The trick, right? The trick to the microphone voice is it's like the same as your normal voice.
Yeah. He asked me if I had like a really, really nice radio voice, and I was like, absolutely
No,
not.
I mean, this is our voice. So,
Yeah.
appreciate the question, Hunter. Thanks for joining us. Damien's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. We're doing well. It's still crazy town over here in our lives, but we're good. Unk out here puts the location pin, and he is here, and that's why his name is Unk out here, because he's here.
Oh, I get it.
Dad Bod's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Happy you're here. And yeah, we know it's your fantasy team. We know who you are. We appreciate you joining us, man. Thanks for being on tonight. Love having you here. Anna says, what's up? Hey, Anna. Anna wasn't on the last stream. Did you remember that? I unfortunately missed Monday's live stream. I've been looking forward to this all week. Yeah, it was really weird. When we were done, I was like, where is Anna?
Yeah.
She said,
Thanks for the dozens of clips you've been doing on the videos. Like, seriously,
I need to look at
it's going to help us for future highlight reels that we're going to have for live streams. So.
Also, your video from yesterday was so funny. We need to get you guys Are You more often. It's golden. Yeah, whatever. Boys are late. Okay, David, you commented this at like 7:31. Like,
it was like
It was
7:30.
7:30.
And
Okay, it
20
was
seconds.
7:30, wasn't it?
The moment it hit 7:30, he commented that.
Okay, dude, you guys are so quick to say we're late. And long line at Five Guys. I only went to Five Guys that day because you guys got me really thinking about it. I wish I was at Five Guys. I'd rather, I honestly wish I was there too, kind of. Although we did just have pizza. It was pretty good. Whoa, Take It Easy Man says 10 team, 1 QB. Would you trade 106, 204, presumptive, late 25 third? That's just nothing in this trade. For ETN in the 203. I'd probably take ETN there. Yeah, I'd take ETN there. Something needs to be done about Five Guys crisis. Absolutely criminal.
No, I'd rather take the 106. Sorry.
Would you rather take the 106?
I would rather take the 106.
Who are you targeting at the 106 to replace ETN?
Well, I mean, think about it. People have JT as value equivalent to the 106 right now.
In a 1 QB league?
That's Odunze. Oh, in a 1 QB? Never mind, I lied.
Okay, I was
ETN.
like, what are you talking about?
My default mode is Superflex mode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my bad. ETN.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet. No. Theo says, yo, what's up, Theo? Skyrism's here. He says, hey, what's up, buddy? So want to make a t-shirt, a shirt for myself, guys. DadBot35, all fantasy, all the time. You should do it. Dude, okay. I can't show you guys. If you can see the shop thing on your YouTube, our graphic designer made a shirt after the money is cool thing in our intro video where I say because money is cool. And
Yeah,
it's
go
actually
check it out in the
hilarious.
shop.
So Nathan and I are going to be wearing them soon because it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Every stream I get a good chuckle out of Avery saying I'm a genius, dude. I don't even remember what context that was in.
He laughs about it every single
It's
time.
so
too.
funny because
it's
the
because
funny
I
part,
just say I know.
because you say I know. It's like it's so Star Wars, like it's so Han and Leia.
I love you.
That's our Han and
I
Leia
know.
moment. Oh man! All right, Nathan, take a couple.
Okay.
Oh, we should talk about the draft real quick, probably.
Yeah, or we'll get crapped on.
Well,
for
yeah.
it.
Why don't you guys actually talk about the draft? So top 5, yeah, Jefferson, Burrow, Lamb. So people were saying Chase needs to be in the S tier with Lamb and Jefferson. No, because Chase is not going over Lamb and Jefferson
It's
right
not
now.
even consistently happening anymore.
Herbert at the
either,
110, so that's good. Lawrence at the 2-1. I mean, at this point, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence, or I'm taking Kyler Murray over Trevor Lawrence. I'm taking Jordan Love over Trevor Lawrence. So that's tough, but I'm taking Amon-Ra over Trevor Lawrence, honestly, probably. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just something to consider. You can take the rest. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I think probably the most noticeable thing here is Breece Hall at the 212. You see Breece Hall go as early as the 2-3, 2-4.
Yeah.
That really is. I don't know if I've ever seen a year where it's been as volatile with the top 3 running backs in Dynasty as it is now.
Yeah.
Like it just, they really are interchangeable from a value perspective. When you talk to people, it really would be 33, 33, 33. Breece, Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs. So
All right, I think I missed a super chat. I did. It's from MA Football Guy. MA Football Guy, appreciate you, buddy. It's your guy, DadBot35. What's up, dude? Fields is still out in round 6 of my 12, man. Lots of guys are surprised he's fallen that far. Don't touch him. I've been told to go Reed at 6'10". Oh, man, that's a good value on Jaden Reed, dude. We're going to talk about Jaden Reed in a video next week, but
yeah.
That's a good value, man. And do not take Fields.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised that people are surprised that he's fallen that far.
I want to take Captain Redshirt's question because Captain Redshirt, by the way, thanks for your super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. And it sounds like you're killing your draft. Let us know if you have any questions with that, by the way. Captain Redshirt, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. Thoughts on Jerome Ford? So, I honestly, I think Nick Chubb is still the guy there. Jerome Ford, to me, like, if you can get anything of substance for him, like, I'm doing that. I don't even know, like, what he's worth from a value standpoint on, like, you know, a trade calculator. Let's see. Jerome Ford, he's value equivalent right now in Dynasty to, like, a Curtis Samuel. I would be taking Curtis Samuel there. Sam Howell, I would take Sam Howell. Khalil Shakir, I'd take Shakir. Darnell Mooney, I'd take Mooney. I'm moving Jerome Ford for value adjacent players. That's kind of my thought in Dynasty. I really don't think that he's going to amount to much. So
Yeah, I agree.
super chat from Mighty Thunder. Appreciate you, buddy. Superflex. Would you trade the 215 or the 215 for the 1?
The 2, like the 102,
The 102 and the 15?
and the 15th overall pick, which I would assume is, the 203.
The 203. Yeah, I
The
think that's what
102
it's
and the 203.
Let us know
for
if
the
you're
one.
asking something different, but I think that's what you're getting at.
Or, Superflex, would you trade? I think these are startups. So not rookie startups.
So is this a 2nd and 15th rounder?
No.
The 2nd and 15th overall pick. Mighty Thunder, just let us know which one it is and we'll stop guessing. But
Yep.
depending on what it is, yes or maybe no. Let us know. Are you talking startup picks or rookie picks is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Let us know and we'll answer it. Appreciate you, man. So anyways, Jerome Ford, I would take value adjacent players for him. So we can wait for Mighty Thunder's chat here. I can talk about the draft real quick.
I will just say, though, if that's the 2nd overall pick and the 15th overall pick in a startup draft in Superflex, I'm absolutely doing that.
Yeah.
You're getting a super early pick to,
John, pull your mic up. Make sure.
He says in the rookie draft, so the 102 and the 203 for the 101. I would take the 102.
I would take the 102 there. Same tier.
Yep.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for your super chat. All right. Looking at the draft. Gibbs still there. Purdy in the 2nd. A.J. Brown. So you think A.J. Brown's a buy at the 3-1? I don't think so.
Not yet.
Okay.
He's close.
I do like Wilson there, though.
Yeah, Wilson is fine there. There's just guys like Laporta at the 3-6. Why?
Yeah. No, I know.
I mean, good for us, but oh my gosh, why is he falling?
I do like that Rome Odunze and Malik Neighbors in this draft went a little bit closer. Dude, Ryan took JJ. Look at that.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. I gotta know, Ryan. Are you doing that to piss Nathan off? Because if you are, you have my absolute respect. Or are you doing it because you actually think he could end up going there?
It doesn't get me that upset. It's just my opinion about it. Like,
I can just tell that you're really troubled by this.
If he gets actual draft capital that is actually what people think it might be, then I respect the draft capital. Like,
comment and spam the comments.
We talk about that all the time.
Spam the comments.
But until then, it is fair game. And my opinion is that he's not going to go.
Here, I'm going to put this in full screen so people can really make it accurate. Comment.
Well.
Comment.
Shut up.
Spam the comments if you think Nathan looks upset right now.
I'm not upset.
His lying face. He's lying. Look how mad he is.
I don't have a lying face.
Everybody say Nathan's upset.
What I am mad about?
What are you mad about?
Mad about food poisoning.
Mad about you.
Oh, that's sweet. Thanks.
Lost in you. Okay. Waddle, Taylor, Tua in the 4th. I like Drake London's still going in the same spot, dude. How is that possible?
I don't know. No, it's the Kyle Pitts effect. It's the Kyle Pitts obsession.
I don't know how Drake London's not going at the turn at least. Like,
yeah,
I'm taking Drake London over JT, and Waddle, and Kyron, and Ayuk.
There you go. There goes Saquon a little higher.
Yeah, I like that though.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking London over those guys? That turn? Okay, here we go. Anna says, well. Ryan says, well. Incognito Firearm says upset. Anna says Nathan's upset.
I really don't know what there's.
Chris says he's slightly annoyed, fam. Whoa, Take It Easy Man says Nathan knows bangers. Never mind. He's contradicted his own argument again earlier in this stream. Riley says he's upset as heck. He looked like he stepped on a Lego. That's awesome. How do you feel?
I feel fine because at the moment I'm very satisfied. I mean, we are blessed with an Anthony Richardson, a Michael Pittman on a new contract. I'm a Colts fan. I'm not worried about the Vikings or J.J. McCarthy. I'm just voicing my opinion.
What if J.J. McCarthy ends up being the greatest NFL quarterback ever to walk the face of the earth?
Then I would be happy for him. I liked watching Michigan this year. I was rooting hard for them to win the championship.
Nathan is definitely upset. Avery, you better check your DM for some gold.
They're just doing what you say.
Oh,
if I said something,
they sent whatever this is, Nathan. So here we go.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to our new logo. What the heck? Holy cow. Dynasty.
Does that say Dynasty Domain? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
like diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Good night, you guys. I wish I could show you this. This is the most. I think this is the logo for their league. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nathan.
That's pretty amazing.
Nathan loves I have no words for that. Nathan loves JJ McCarthy. Whoa, Take It Easy Man says, "What if pigs fly?" That would be interesting. And Captain Redshirt says, "Go blue." There you go. See, Captain Redshirt. He's a cool guy. He's a Michigan fan, huh?
I think he meant go blue, like go Colts.
No, shut up, Nathan. Shut up. Show us, please. I can't, Anna. Like, I don't have any way to show it to you guys right now. I will next stream. All right, let's go back up. Let's go to the top and see which comments we haven't done yet.
He'll forget by chance.
Shut up, Nathan. All right, let's see. In a 1 QB league, that's tempting enough to take the ET inside. I think so, too.
I think he's afraid that I'm right.
Let's see. Let's go to Delusional Chargers fan. Says, Hell, guys, love the stream. Keep up the good work. Really appreciate your videos. We appreciate you watching the videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate you being here.
I will say, a delusional Chargers fan, like, you are half as delusional as Bears fans.
Oh yeah, delusional
Like,
Chargers fan.
You're an angel.
Well, you know, there's
Don't
like
even
the
worry
ongoing
about
joke
it.
that Chargers don't even have fans. Like they're all fake,
Yes.
which
Yeah,
is really
I know,
funny to me.
I
I don't
know.
think so. Chargers fan
Yeah.
at all is kind of a joke, but
Well, it's kind of becoming a thing with the Panthers too, which is more just recency bias. But like
I don't know. Luke Combs.
Luke Combs is
a
like
Panthers
running
fan. Yeah.
he's
He's like the only Panthers fan now.
the only existing Panthers fan.
This intro showed me nothing about what's to come in this video. Do better, says Ryan. Thanks, Thanks buddy. That's Ryan's best imitation of a Bears fan right there.
Yeah.
Ryan Bread,
He's one of the bigger comp guys.
author of The Bakery, comp guy, thinks that Jetpack Galileo on Twitter is actual Galileo.
Yeah. He also thinks that JJ McCarthy is the next Josh Allen.
Does think that.
Yep.
Confirmed. But he is.
Yep.
Did Avery get a cut, or is it just me? I did get a cut.
Nice.
I did cut. My wife is
That's
too pregnant to
impressive.
cut my hair, so I had to go to Sports Clips today. But they give you like, I mean, at Sports Clips they give you like the shampoo stuff and like the hot towel. Like I actually liked that.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do.
Yeah.
I just don't pay for it all the time. So
Yeah. Well.
Waffle Houser super chat
Oh,
says
all right.
show it.
I don't think I legit can't. I can't get to. I'm not over at the computer. Like, I would do it if I could, but I like legitimately can't show you.
You may just have to. Try.
I will show. I will show it
You
on the
may
next
just
stream.
have to try.
How am I gonna do it?
I don't know. You tell me.
I can't.
How is JJ McCarthy going to go top 5?
Because I
I think
can't-
it's more likely that you can get that
I
up on the
can't-
stream
I can't-
than JJ McCarthy going top 5.
No,
How do you
I
feel
can't-
about that?
I can't airdrop it because I have to have the Wi-Fi off the stream. So I like legitimately can't, but I will next stream. I promise.
I thought JJ went 4 in the last mock
It's
draft
me-
I saw, and
Yeah.
those are never wrong. So
The PFF.
That's true.
I mean, PFF mocks are gospel truth. Let me just tell you.
It was like legitimately one of the worst mock drafts I've ever seen in my life.
No, you have to follow everything they say. They are not wrong.
No, I don't.
They're not wrong.
I never said that, Nathan.
Oh, okay.
I've never said that.
Okay, yeah.
You just assume that because I like said, oh, the mock drafts, and you're like, oh, so all mock drafts are right and Mel Kiper's always right about everything? Okay, wow, you said that? That's like, I'm like, no, I didn't
They're
say
all pretend. They're all pretend.
that. Oh, my gosh. All right.
And pretend is fun. It's fun to play pretend.
Yeah.
But
it's
there's going to be a
so-
lot of landing spots that we're not going to be happy about because that's the reality of life. If JSN was on not the Seattle Seahawks, then we'd be a lot happier today.
True. Dak
But
Charbonnet.
this is a world we live in.
True.
And it sucks.
All right. Goff in the 4th. He's still going, man. Whew. Pittman, end of the 4th. Better price on him, I think. Watson in the 4th, I'm not touching, personally.
Ooh.
Barkley in the early 5th is a better, more appropriate price for him.
Is Watson injured? That's my question.
Is who injured?
Watson. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? Rice, ETN, Tank, DJ Moore, Addison, Flowers, Metcalf. JSN goes in the 5th here, so like not a buy at that price. Not at all. Sell at that price, actually. Sell. If Jason's going 5th round price, I'm selling him.
Yeah.
Hawkinson, Kincaid, Andrews, and Pitts go within 5 picks of each other. Wow. Young, Diggs, Walker, Jacobs mid-6th. I like the tier gap between Barkley and Jacobs because it should be that way. Cousins in the 6th. I still think Cousins is a really good value there. Jaden Reed is the best value in this round, probably. So.
Anna said, "Oh wait, Sam's definitely watching the Purdue game, isn't he?"
Oh, I guarantee.
I forgot about
Listen,
that.
Sam
Let me
just
look at the
deci-
score. Let me look at the score right now. They're starting in 4 minutes.
All right. No, if I told
They're playing here. I didn't know they got the Indy region.
oh,
they're at
yeah, the one
Cambridge.
seeds typically do get close, the closer ones. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. So I'm sure UConn's on the East
Yeah.
Coast.
But like that one year that IU was a 1 seed way back in the day, and they had like all the way to the Final Four. Like there was a
Played in Dayton,
long
didn't they?
stretch. Well, they played somewhere, but it was supposed to be in Indy. Everyone thought they were going to play in Indy, and they didn't give them the Indy spot.
Yeah, because they hate IU.
Yeah.
So that's just it.
Yeah.
No,
Not like
listen.
it matters. It's not like IU has ever acted like downtown Indianapolis is home field advantage. They just suck regardless.
I told Sam if Sam's not going to show up half the time, then I'm just going to let John do it. and John knows more about Dynasty, so there's that part of it too. Waffle House says you're dead to me. Goodbye, Domain Ghosts. I told you I cannot do it. Like I can only do too many things at once.
he just spent a whole $1.99 to get shut down.
I know he's spent a lot more than that
So
to
that's a rip
humiliate
right
me in
there.
a lot more ways. Trust me,
That's heartbreak right there.
it is heartbreak. It's heartbreak warfare, baby.
John Mayer.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
yes.
There you go.
Oh,
All
Are
right.
you a John Mayer guy?
Oh yeah, big time John Mayer guy.
Let's go,
Come on.
dude. This guy.
I grew up on that.
This guy.
Did you really?
I did.
We just went to
On
his.
Continuum.
We just went to his. Oh yeah, that's one of the best albums
The best.
of all time, like
Oh,
ever.
absolutely.
We just went to his acoustic concert in
Yeah,
what was it,
I've been to
October?
about 4 concerts now. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
it's awesome.
That was like
They
the
told-
first actual concert I went to.
Yeah, that was a night we heard Domain Baby was on the way.
That is true. I did tell him that night.
Yep.
All right, looking at the draft. Debo in the 7th's good value. Baker's up here still. Mike
Yeah.
Evans, George Pickens still. Ugh. That's I hate this range in the draft, honestly.
Ugly.
Let's scroll up and do some more comments here. I'll try to get to everybody's comments, but we'll be prioritizing super chats like we normally do. Let's see. Brock says a couple of dapper gentlemen. Appreciate you. Angels here says he got the 2 spot. Right on, buddy. King Saint, evening fellas. What's up, man? We're doing your blueprint tonight, I think. Why is streaming 720? Because streaming in 1080 takes a lot of internet, and the internet here sucks. That's why.
And also, Avery has food in his teeth.
Okay, that's
720
not
safe.
why it's in 720. That was an advantage of it being in 720. But he said the bad thing about eating before the stream was I had food in my teeth. I was like, well, it's only in 720.
I just like subconsciously started like feeling my teeth with my tongue just to make sure.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
Have an offer on the table from DF Wu Tang. What's up, buddy? My 107 for JT. 107, right, Nathan? JT?
Yeah.
107.
Right? No. I changed my mind. I take JT.
Really?
In a super flex. In a 1 QB, obviously not, but I don't think that's realistically happening in a 1 QB. I'd rather go JT.
All right. Fair enough. I'd probably lean 107 there, but it's close.
So
it
Bowers
also-
Odunze will be going in the same range.
I mean, they're about value equivalent, so. All right, Nathan, you want to take a couple here?
Yeah. Ben says I have the 102 and 105 in a Superflex rookie draft. My QBs are Young and Levis. Should I take Marv at the 102 and hope a QB falls to 5? Yes. I think that's a good move. If you're going to stick with those 2 picks, you're not going to move them or anything. Just go with Marv at the 102. And then at the 105, you're going to end up with one of Jaden Daniels or Drake May. If you don't for some reason, then lucky you end up with Malik Neighbors. Like, it's really a win-win in this class at this point in time. I'm really not worried about it, but yeah, there's a good chance that a lot of people are downers on Drake May, even if he goes top 3 in the NFL draft, top 5, which is very likely, like pretty much lock. People don't like him for some reason, so you'll be able to get him at the 105.
Mighty Thunder says, would you trade the 2 and the... Oh, we already did that one. Appreciate your super chat, buddy.
Yeah.
Delusional Chargers fan.
I have the 101 and 107, but I need help at wide receiver bad. I have Garrett Wilson, Hollywood, Dubs. Going to draft Caleb at the 101, but do I trade the 107 for someone like Waddle or bank on a rookie this year?
Yeah.
Bank on a rookie.
For
Because, your wide receiver room isn't horrible. Garrett Wilson, Marquise Brown. Hollywood Brown just got a massive boost in value. What I'd recommend to you is look to sell Hollywood Brown. See if you can't get a better guy.
Yeah. Tackle taken slowly, Pickford. Always the tongue twister of names. How should I turn the 101 into like 3 or 4 assets? 3 or 4 assets? I mean, there's a couple options there. You can do the 101 down tier to the 104 and get 2 good assets on top. You can do the 101 and down tier like the 106 and get 2 really good assets on top. You can do the 101, get a player, a really good player, a depth player, and then a later pick. There's just a lot of ways to do that. My favorite way right now from the 101 is down tier for like the 101 to the 104 and get a couple good assets on top. That's my favorite way to do it right now.
I'm a really big fan of just down tiering as slowly as possible and kind of like go from the 101 to the 102, see if that's like a QB needy team that's like, man, I really want Caleb.
And how much will they
And
actually pay?
leveraging
Yeah.
that against them, and then slowly moving your way down. That's a great way to accumulate lots of capital.
Oh, yeah. And you get
You're
something on
just
top every single
multiplying
time.
it and multiplying
Small
it.
value wins, baby.
Yep.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Was Sam fired? Yes. Field stock is going up as soon as he's announced starting, especially when the contract comes, the one right underneath of it. Yes, that is true. That's why you have to hold Justin Fields right now. That's why I have to hold him after I drafted him on a $100 live league draft. Not happy. 12-team Superflex, my Hurts for his chase in the 110. Good trade, right? In a 12-team Superflex, I would take Hurts there. I'd take Hurts. Mario says 2 beasts. Appreciate it, Mario. Is there an outro in this video? No, not yet. We are working on a lot of stuff right now. Caliber says absolute chads. Appreciate that. I think chad's a compliment, right?
It is. It's
Okay,
like,
cool.
Like tough dude. Like you're a Chad. Like I feel like it's a gamer term.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Kai says new to Dynasty. Got Mahomes at the 103 in startup. Is he a must hold? Yeah, he's a hold. I mean, he's a hold. You could sell him, but what's good value if I were to trade? Only reason I'm considering trading is because I'm not the big of a fan of him in real life. Well, remember, Kai, I'm glad you're playing Dynasty. Glad you're here while you're playing Dynasty. Hope you're subscribed so you can kind of get some stuff along the way. One of the more important rules when you start playing Dynasty is to separate your individual feelings from a player from their actual Dynasty value and your feelings about their Dynasty value. So although you don't like Mahomes in real life, you have to acknowledge that he is going to be one of the top 3 most valuable players in Dynasty at all times and will be that way for the next 5 years. So, probably more than that. So because of that, don't worry about your individual opinion of him. And I would not consider trading because of that. I'd only trade Mahomes if you're getting an absolute haul. I'd want to get somebody in the first or second round I would need to get somebody in the first or second round back in the deal, and then I'd want to get more on top of that. That's what I would be looking for in a Mahomes deal. So if I'm down tiering another quarterback, I'd down tier Justin Herbert, Anthony Richardson, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, Kyler Murray, those guys, and I'd want a lot on top of that because it's just the unreal value insulation. Next one. Volutions Ransom.
Yo. Did I overpay for
yo.
Hurts? 10-team Superflex 102, 26 first, third for Hurts in the 2.
No. Oh, gosh.
No, you did not.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, nice job. Sold Purdy, Goddard, Kendre, Monty for the 101, Caleb Williams. Yeah, 16-man Superflex start 8. Did I overpay? No, that's Purdy and a bunch of junk for the 101. Good job.
Yeah.
16-man
16 team.
Superflex, absolutely.
Yes.
Good job.
I'm taking that too.
Breyer says, 1 QB full PPR. I took over a team. It's my first time playing Dynasty. My running backs are Kenneth Walker and Nick Chubb. Should I change anything about that? I mean, ideally, you'd want to get better running backs than that. But what I would say, I'm fine with Nick Chubb at price. I think it's very low risk, high reward with him. Kenneth Walker, I think, is quite the opposite. I think it's high risk, low reward. Just because of the situation there, a new coaching staff, and playing with Zach Charbonnet, who, no, he's no more proven than Walker, but I just don't like that there's 2 guys there that are drafted in the second round. Walker's price is still, like, very solid, like, in terms of if you were to move off him, you get some really good value and some really good players. He is not that far off from, I mean, you would not have to pay up much to get Saquon Barkley. You just saw it in this mock draft. He's a round and a half after Kenneth Walker at most. I would even say maybe just a full round. And at that point, like I'd pay a depth piece to go upgrade from a guy like Walker to Saquon or something like that.
Yeah.
Take it easy, man. Can we talk about Joe Burrow being QB QB6 on Keep Trade Cut? I love Joe Shiesty, but it's a little optimistic for my taste. I was messing around, but yeah, a little optimistic for my taste. What do you think about him being at QB6?
I mean, I think if he's healthy, like, he's higher than that, but he just has to stay healthy, and that's a big question mark. So I don't think it's that outrageous because the like quarterbacks 5 through 8 range is really muddy. So like it's gonna be Jackson, Burrow, Herbert, Williams, like those guys. Like you could make an argument for any of them. Honestly, I think it's fine. I honestly do think it's okay.
Yeah. Levi says 12-team Superflex PPR start 11 traded Tyreek, London in the 112 for a 25 first, Lamar, Dell, and a second. Also coming out of the draft with Allen. Feeling thin at receiver. Did I lose too much depth? No. You got Lamar Jackson, which is a ton of value there. I mean, if I'm looking at Lamar, that's. I mean, Tyreek in London for Lamar alone is dang near. It's pretty close. And then you got Tank Dell in a second for the 112. Yeah, I'm taking Lamar side easy in a 12-team Superflex league. Nice job.
Damien says, will Fields' value go back up to post-2022 value? Never. That's why it was such a sell there. Never again. We do have a super chat down at the bottom from our guy, Corey. Corey, appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for being here. My Wildcats lost. I know, and I was very excited for it. Go Hooters. You guys are pretty much Indiana now. So I'm trying to drown my sadness with Dynasty content. Question, why do sports suck? By the way, great stream. Again, you're pretty much Indiana, so I know that sports suck. Also, Andrew Luck retired. So I know that sports suck.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the comment, by the way. I don't feel bad. I cannot stand Kentucky, so I don't feel bad for you. But I'm glad you're here hanging out with us. How about that? And now both of our teams aren't playing that. I mean, IU won just as many games as Kentucky this year in the tournament. So now you can come hang out with us because that's why I'm not watching. Honestly, right this second. Appreciate you though. Thanks for your super chat. Love having you around. Let's see. Hold on. I do want to look at something. Yeah. Hummel says, "Am I just blind and missing Brian Thomas Jr. going in this draft? Or did he really get sold? He went at 6'11" here." Yeah. Gabriel says, "Didn't Chubb have a catastrophic knee injury for the second time, and he's going to be 29 this year?" Yes.
29?
Yeah. Where did he go somewhere in this draft?
Is he really going to be 29?
Yeah. And if that's a Jerome Ford thing, yeah, Gabriel, Jerome Ford is not beating out Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb's going to be ready for the season. The catastrophic knee injury was overblown a little bit. It wasn't as bad as they thought it was.
Are we sure Chubb's 29? Chubb.
He's either 28 or 29, I feel like.
I thought he was only like 27.
But yeah, both of those things are true. But again, like,
Well,
The value dip is there.
He is 28.
28. So
He'll be 29.
yeah, he says he's going to be 29 this year.
at the very end of this season.
Well,
So
that's
correct.
what Gabriel said.
So
So
part of it too is he's just Nick Chubb, you know, like
Well,
there's
and-
not many
and-
like that, but he is. I feel like the value is big in some of the age and the injury concerns.
oh, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. So I both of those things are true to answer your question. For sure. Let's go back up here. Let's see where we at. Timoshi, 10 team, 1 QB start 9, half PPR. You got Kyler. It's a 1 QB. Kyler for the 202. Yeah, it's robbery. That's crazy, man. A 1 QB, that's nuts. I know y'all are homers, but I just got Stroud and Andrews for AR and Laporta.
Mm,
Yeah, I'll take Stroud and Andrews there.
really?
Yeah. I mean, it's even. Think about from a value perspective, it's got to be even. Like I'm curious.
pretty close.
I'm curious what this says here.
I mean, that's a
Give it to me. So
that's a
it's
1-2 turn guy and a middle of the third guy for a top 3 overall pick and a guy that consistently goes in the early 6th.
It's fair. That's what I thought. It's like
Yeah.
exactly fair to me. So
Yeah.
I'm good with that. The risk.
I don't
There's-
think it's a fleece at all.
Oh
Like,
no,
no,
it's
no,
it,
no.
I don't think it's a fleece. I don't think it's a win. Even I think it's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's just one side has a little bit more risk. The side that has more risk is Anthony Richardson. That's just how it is.
Yep.
Should I try trading up from the 108 to the 105 by pairing Khalil Shakir with the 108? Yeah, if you can do that, absolutely. That's basically moving up for free. Khalil Shakir's not worth nothing in the rookie draft. Oh, that's what. Yeah, it was earlier. Let's go to Kai's question. 12-team Superflex start 11. You got Mahomes, Stafford, backups, wide receivers: Ayuk, Devontae, JSN, Hollywood, Gabe Davis. I have the 104. Should I target a top QB or Neighbors? If a top QB falls, maybe a top QB. I really like Neighbors, but I feel like I need QB. Mahomes, Stafford. Yeah, no, you're probably gonna be drafting QB there. Almost surely you will.
Mm-hmm.
Ben says, is it crazy to take Neighbors over May and Daniels in a Superflex rookie draft? It could potentially be the wrong move, the bad move. I know QBs are more,
I wouldn't say it would be a move that isn't relatively common.
but it's gonna happen. Yeah,
It'll definitely happen.
yeah. Quarterbacks are valuable, but they're also more unpredictable in terms of a bust rate. That's actually really true. Ryan says I'm pissing him off, but also he probably goes there with Vikings take him early. True. How do you guys get in? How do you? get,
I think he's trying to like mentally prepare himself
I think he is,
because
too.
he's
I think he's-
dreading.
I think
it.
he's like got.
I think he likes McCarthy.
elevated levels of
I think
cope.
he likes McCarthy less than I do.
Yeah. How do we get in the Discord is MA Football Guy. So go to flockfantasy.com/domain. Use code domain when you sign up. You don't have to be a paying subscriber to get in the Discord, but you do get all of our exclusive channels. You get Team Blueprint. You get the Dynasty Domain Rookie Draft Guide. And after this, we're going to do a Motherflocker March update. It'll count towards Motherflocker March. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, on the Flock side, the Discord logo should be at like the top corner of the site. You should be able to join there. I can send you the link if you want me to. But like I said, flockfantasy.com/domain. Use code domain. I did notice that it's time to pick our favorite teams. So let's get into that.
Yes.
All right, let me look here. Let me look at these teams.
I got it.
You're gonna pick. You definitely picked the same one as me.
Oh,
Almost.
I already got it. I claimed it.
almost.
All right, I'm going first. I'm going with the guy picking from the 102. He gets Josh Allen
Oh,
at the
wow.
102. He gets Purdy. He gets Kyron and JT. He gets Hawkinson and Andrews. He doesn't go wide receiver for the first 6 rounds, and then he still ends up with Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Josh Downs, Roman Wilson, Dotson in the 12th, who will go up in value once they draft a QB, and Penix, because why not? Nice job. I like it a lot.
That's a good one. I think I'm going to go with Gestad at the 110. You got Herbert and Murray at the start. I love that. CMC, nice contending asset there. I would have taken Laporta, but Pittman at the 410 is nice. Rishi Rice, Jaden Reed, Adonai Mitchell, some young stud wide receivers there. Monty, Ingram, you got B-Rob, Leggett in the 11th. And then you're about to make your last pick here. So Gestad's going to be my favorite. If you're Gestad, if you're not over on Flock, make sure you get over there and join the Discord with us. So, watch the last couple picks. Charbonnet, Ferguson. So Ferguson's a good pick there as well. I like that pick. He's got some value right now. Let's see. Eckler. Who's Mr. Irrelevant in our draft? Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Somebody random, probably.
Yep.
After this, we're going to do a Mother Flocker March update. 14, 13, 12.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
wait.
there's
This is
some,
the
there's some
countdown.
solid teams in this draft. So I'm curious, where did Marquise Brown go in this draft?
He went 9th round. That's not bad.
Roshan was Mr. Irrelevant.
That's a good price.
Yep.
I don't think that's very common, though.
All right, if you drafted us, so thank you so much for drafting with us. Like I said, we're going to do some blueprints tonight. How about that? Make sure you subscribe. We're 69 people away from 9,000.
That's really
Nice. I love it. Again, we're going to be doing some blueprints tonight. But first, it's time to give you a Mother Flocker March update. So we told you, if you signed up with code DOMAIN at flockfantasy.com/domain, you got a team blueprint for yourself. Got one-on-one access to Nathan and I's DMs. We were trying to get 100 new people over there this month. 100 new Mother Flockers over there who played Dynasty Fantasy Football. Get in our Discord community. Talk about their Dynasty teams. Talk about how we're approaching trades right now at this time of the season. 100 new people is our goal. And if we meet 100 people, if 100 new people sign up using code DOMAIN, 100 new people, we stay up. Nathan Schmidt.
I'm not even
Nathan
phased.
and
Stop
me.
poking me. It's really annoying.
Nathan and I are staying up all night for a live stream. All night. Literally all night.
I feel like I'm a seasoned vet at this point. I just pulled 2 all-nighters
That's true. You at least
twice
you at
over
least
the
are better
last
at
7
that.
days.
All right, so let's time to check our progress. So we've got how many days?
Not willingly.
9 days, I think. 8 days or 9 days. Here we go. Mother Flocker March. Drum roll, please.
That was kind of ridiculous.
We are at 80 members. So you guys are definitely on track to hit this.
Guys,
now, I
you
will
have
say,
7 days. More like 8 days.
Yeah, 8 days,
More
rather.
like 9 days. But still.
yeah, I will say, I don't know. I feel like we could get close and then it could taper off. We'll see. We might get saved here, but we are going to do an all-night live stream for 20 more. You got plenty of time to get 20 more of these. Like I said, flockfantasy.com/domain. You get a blueprint. We're going to do some blueprints right now, and you get our Rookie Draft Ride. You make sure you use code DOMAIN for it to count for Mother Flocker March, and it unlock the all-night live stream. We're getting close, guys. Well, let's do some team blueprints. So, I'll take the mouse here for a second there, Johnny boy. Let's go to, I think King Hayes is our first one, you said, right?
No. King Haynes was the last
The
one.
last one we did. So
Yes.
this is we're starting with
So
land. That's
we're
right.
starting with land, yes.
So land, we're going to start with yours. We're going to do some team blueprints for these guys who have asked for them to be reviewed over on flockfantasy.com/domain. So we'll start with land. Land, appreciate you, man. Have loved having you over there. As you know, we mentioned on every single stream. You ever need anything from us, let us know. But we have been happy to do a team blueprint for you. This is a 10-team dual elite QB build for this team blueprint. It is a 10-team super flex league. So you're starting Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert. Timing myself. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert. Your starting lineup, you got solid contending running backs. Breece Hall, cornerstone. Derrick Henry, contending. Wide receivers, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Terry McLaurin, Adam Thielen. So that's going to be an 8 at quarterback, by the way, because you've got 2 elite QBs there in Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert. You also got Stafford on the bench. You could even maybe give that a 9. I'd be okay with it. Running backs a 5. You've got Breece Hall, but then Derrick Henry, and then after that, Akers, Stevenson. So you're going to need Amari DiMercato. So you're going to need some running back depth to get that running back score up. Wide receiver, 6 out of 10. That's going to be Puka, obviously, is your cornerstone there. And then the rest of the guys are more just depth/contending pieces. which is pretty much, I mean, if you're kind of trending with us, by the way, tight end 6 out of 10 as well. That's kind of what we're going to have this as a reload and then a rebuild and then a contend. So we're going to try to reload this year and see what we can do. Cornerstone assets being Justin Herbert and Lawrence. You got two elite QBs. You're in the right place. Hall, Nakua, and Njoku. So, again, mostly on these, like a lot of the buys, this was a long time ago. These buys are still pretty much in effect, but this was a couple weeks ago. Draft capital is pretty good at the 110. You don't have your second, but your older assets aren't worth selling. So take the points and make a push. Don't worry about running back right now. You need to eliminate volatility. If all else fails, sell veterans at a premium in season to a contender. Win-win. So, like, again, you're going either way here. Like, if you contend, you contend. If you don't contend, then it's going to be absolutely okay. But either way, great team land, and I think you still could contend this year, honestly. But I love that you built it around 2 quarterbacks because, again, we're talking about value insulation. This is as value insulated as you can have a team like this, and so you're going to be good no matter what you do. But, Land, appreciate you, buddy. We did get a super chat that I'm going to answer real quick from our guy, Benji for Hummels. Avery, if you poke Nathan one more time, JJ is dropping to the 2nd round of the draft. So, Nathan, you want me to poke you?
Would I rather you poke me or would I rather JJ go? I don't really care about where JJ goes. I just made a prediction.
It seems like you care. Like, it just, I'm just gut.
Yeah,
feeling.
sure, man.
But I timed myself. Here you go, Nathan. You got
I timed you too.
Okay, good.
Most. Okay. Well, I haven't started yet, so you can't time me.
Right. Yeah. Most appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a member of the flock. This is a 12-team league. Well-rounded team here.
Yeah, so 12-team, super flex, 1 PPR, half tight end premium, which is, we love tight end premium. These are the domain rules. These are the domain settings.
Yeah, buddy.
Love to see it. Anthony Richardson as your top QB. Love it. Bryce Young as your second QB. Don't love it as much, but think that Bryce is actually a good value right now. I think your running back room is okay with Walker and Devon Achane as your top 2 guys. You got Brian Robinson as well as your 3rd running back. That's not bad. J-Jeff and Puka, phenomenal. After that, you just have Gabe Davis, Dontavion Wicks, and not great depth overall. There's not really anyone to write home about there with your depth. But overall, good cornerstone assets. Love that you have Hawkinson at tight end. I will say I'm going to have you rebuild kind of on the softer side of rebuild this year just because you do have some really good solid rookie picks this season, so you may want to build around those younger guys and then contend for the next 2 seasons. Like, you have a really great future outlook. Let's try to eliminate as much volatility as you can on this roster. Let's get rid of Kenneth Walker for a safer long-term asset. We kind of already talked about that earlier in this stream. We just don't love the situation there. Devon Achane, let's get some consistency. Let's get a guy like Kyron Williams plus. Let's go target a guy like Rachaad White if you're moving off of Kenneth Walker. Those are still some buys that are in play. I think overall your team grade for every single position is really solid. Like, you've got 6s, 8s, across the board. You're a very well-rounded team. At the 103 and 107, you're going to want to take a QB at the 103. And then you're going to want to target Odunze, ideally at the 107. Will he actually fall there? I don't know. It depends on landing spot. If he goes to the Giants, he'll probably fall to the 107. But those are the guys that I'd probably say I want you to take. I want you to really lock down receiver and QB. You got very little depth to contend this year. That's why I've got you as a soft rebuild. It's only safe to buy an RB or 2 maximum. And make sure you invest in situations that are safe, really with 2 to 3 year outlooks. So that's what I've got for your team. I think overall it's a really solid team. Nice job.
You was way faster than you did any of them the other night.
Oh, that's false.
It's not. I will prove it to you.
You went way faster than last time, too.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oops, I might have. We appreciate you, man. You are a 10-team league. This is going to be a wide receiver factory team, so the value insulation on this team is going to be top tier. And we love to see that again in a team. But honestly, this team is pretty freaking stupid. Like, it is pretty good. This is a 10-team Superflex league, full PPR with no tight end premium. You've got Burrow and Jordan Love. So this is also a dual elite QB build, but the wide receiver factory, just listen to this. Jefferson, Nico, Zay Flowers, Drake London, Josh Downs, and then looking at your bench, which, by the way, we give it an 8 out of 10, which is pretty freaking good, even in a 10-team. Sutton, Wandale, Ridley, Quentin Johnston, Tillman, David Bell, Jonathan Mingo, Wicks. This is honestly, like, dang near well-rounded because you've also got Bijan, Tony Pollard. You've got TJ Hawkinson. Like, that is a stacked starting lineup. You've got good cornerstone assets, man. We're going to give you an 8 at quarterback because, again, you're starting 2 stud quarterbacks, a 6 at running back, a 9 at wide receiver for wide receiver factory, and
nice.
An 8 at tight end. Yeah, I know, 6 and 9. But, again, good cornerstone assets, man. You are going to be contending for the next couple years at least and maybe reloading. We did get a question, Nathan, what's a reload? That was a question asked.
Oh, good question. You want me to answer now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make this as slow as I possibly can.
Right.
So a reload is basically like over the offseason, you're going to have to make a significant amount of moves to continue the long-term value of your team. Sometimes that reload could mean like, hey, I'm going to dedicate this year to kind of accumulating value, and contending is really an afterthought. Sometimes you can fall into contention with a reload, which is, ideal, but that's not the sole focus of that year. It's really trying to avoid a full rebuild for the foreseeable future. It's kind of the ideal thing that you want to do when you're playing Dynasty Fantasy Football, is to avoid a multi-year rebuild.
Correct.
There's that like pivot
Rebuild
year,
should be 1 year.
which is good. So
we did put a couple players to target on here. We had Saquon. This was pre-free agency. JSN, which was also pre-Tyler Lockett news. Jonathan Taylor and Kyler Murray. We're looking to trade away Nico, Zay, and maybe Joe Burrow here for a Russian QB like Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, and then get more on top, so down tiering and maybe even strengthen this team a little bit more. You don't have your 24 first or second, so obviously your draft capital grade is not super good, but your contending window is now, so don't be afraid to go get some running backs to go along with Pollard and Bijan. Use strong depth to your advantage in trade negotiations. So you've got, you really do have the leverage over all of your league mates in terms of trading here. And then upside is going to be really important at a 10 team, so prioritize upside. So somebody like Josh Downs and Zay Flowers, like, I'm wanting an upside guy in one of those flex spots. So like that's maybe why I'm tearing down from Joe Burrow, going and get Anthony Richardson, going and get Kyler Murray, and trying to get some assets on top of that, and then packaging those assets with Zay Flowers, Josh Downs, potentially, and going to get somebody with higher upside. But appreciate you, man. Oops, I might have. Thanks for being a member of the flock. As always, man, if you need anything, Owen G is next. Let us know. So, Owen, my friend, happy to do a blueprint for you. Thanks for being a member on flockfantasy.com/domain. This is your team blueprint. Nathan, you got this one.
He's got a 12-team super flex, 1-point PPR, well-rounded league overall. He's got Josh Allen as his number 1 quarterback. Daniel Jones as his second, so not ideal. But he's got Gibbs, Rashad White as his running backs. Tyreek Hill, DJ Moore, Godwin. Love to see it. You got Dalton Kincaid at tight end. That's also very solid. Nothing to write home about in your flex position, and not great depth overall. So this is going to be a little bit of a retooling year, in my opinion. You have some decent picks with the 105 and the 205 that can definitely help you with your retooling, but I'm going to have you probably move around some assets here with the situation that you have going on, just because I'm not super comfortable with all the guys that you're going to be forced to plug in to your flex spot. But let's try to accumulate more wide receivers in this retooling year. Anytime you're retooling, reloading, it's ideal that you want to go for those positions that are less value volatile. So if you can, in this format, sell Jahmyr Gibbs for a bell cow running back plus, that might be something that you want to consider. Rashad White, you might want to get a solid wide receiver. And then just, that doesn't mean that you can't go and get assets like that later, maybe even later this offseason. But let's try to get market value positive moves right now. Tyreek Hill or DJ Moore, let's get some younger guys there as well. So let's use 2024 as that retooling year, avoid a future hard rebuild. And with your aging wide receivers, it's going to be best to focus on that position this season. You're still, even with all that said, you're going to have a potential to contend. Let's just try to get a little bit younger this year, because your positional grades are really good. Let's keep those grades where they are. Let's get younger. Let's target some of those buy low options that we had for you.
Owen, we appreciate you, man. Thank you again for being a member of the flock. Guys, like I mentioned, Rex is going to be next, but no, goodness. Like I mentioned, flockfantasy.com/domain. Use code domain when you sign up. You get a team blueprint when you choose the Mother Flocker tier. Also, you get our Dynasty Domain Rookie Draft Guide. You get in our listener leagues. You get all of our exclusives and more. And like I said, all you have to do is use code domain when you sign up at flockfantasy.com/domain. But going on to Rex here. Rex, here's your blueprint. Let me pull it up. This is a well-rounded team. Apparently, this is a $25,000 league. So that's, I don't know if that's the truth or not, or if he just really wanted to do his blueprint, which we know is true for a fact. 12-team, well-rounded team. Here, your positional grades are going to be spread out a lot. 7 out of 10 on quarterback, because you've got Patrick Mahomes, you've got Kirk Cousins. Pretty solid set of quarterbacks there, honestly. So, with Cousins, like, he obviously got a nice value bump. You got Pickett, who's worthless now. I don't know who that is. Who? Oh, that okay. It was Latavius Murray. I was like, I thought that said quarterback on his bench. Oh. So, You do need some QB depth. You're an 8 out of 10 on running back.
Murray.
I know. I was like, who is that? Like Lamar Murray? Taylor, A-Chain, Tajay. So, again, really nice running backs on this team, which is good for a contending team, which is why you're contending for 2 years. Wide receivers are 6 because you've got CD, but you've got Deontay Johnson, and then those are really the only 2 wide receivers in your starting lineup. And the next guys on your team here, not a lot of depth. Alec Pierce maybe, but like you really only have. This is risky. Oh, CD and Deontay Johnson are really the only 2 relevant guys, startable wide receivers on your team. So that's dangerous, man. You're going to need some depth there. We did still give you a 6 out of 10 here, but at tight end, 6 out of 10 as well. You got Kyle Pitts. This was pre-free agency, probably more like a 7 now. 3 out of 10 on your depth. Your cornerstones are Mahomes, JT, Achane, CeeDee Lamb. Your draft capital is really good. You got to 102, 201. You got no 25 first and extra 26 first. But we're going to say prioritize building wide receiver, kind of like I mentioned, and getting that second long-term quarterback. Kirk Cousins technically qualifies under that now. This was pre-free agency, but still we want a 3rd quarterback in there for sure. Even in tight end premium leagues, really only the top 6 producing tight ends make a difference here. So Kyle Pitts might be that this year. He's definitely going to be a hold, I think, for you. Consider spreading out value and down tiering from Mahomes. I think you've got no choice but to do this based on your running or your wide receiver situation alone. So again, our moves here, T. Higgins is a really good target. JSN, not so much anymore, depending on what price you're getting him at. But also guys like Keenan Allen. I like Keenan Allen for this team a lot. I think I would definitely want to go get somebody like him, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs. Those veteran guys, I'm going to want some guys that are going to score points from the wide receiver position. So appreciate your Rex. Thanks for being a member. Schnitz is going to be next up on this list.
Schnitzel.
Good old Schnitz. Schnitz, appreciate you. Loved having you here. Love having you draft with us. It's been fun, man. So
this is another 12-team Superflex PPR and 1 point tight end premium on top of the PPR. So that's really nice. Big boost for the tight ends there. You got a wide receiver factory for sure. Puka Nacua and Chris Olave, Addison, JSN, Terry McLaurin, and a couple guys on your bench there as well that you can plug and play if you really had to. Love those wide receivers. Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy as your top 2 QBs. You could have been dual elite QB if you wanted to here. David Montgomery, Nick Chubb are your top running backs. So definitely running back is the position that you may want to look at accumulating here. Michael Mayer is your best tight end. That's another position as well that we'd want to consider. Overall, I think you're very QB and wide receiver heavy. Very, very strong there. Let's try to increase your upside at every position and raise your contending chances. I think you have the value. I think you have the ability. You even have like the rookie 110 in this year's draft in the Superflex League that has a significant amount of value at the moment. And those late first-round picks generally tend to lose a little bit of value after the NFL draft because of the landing spots that no one saw coming, the landing spots that no one wanted to see come to players. And
like JJ McCarthy.
Like JJ. Look to trade back or try to get a proven asset in exchange for the 110. That could really help you. You can get a really solid running back even if you go that route. AR is the high upside, risky down tier, and Kyler is the safer rushing quarterback. If you are going to consider accumulating more value and down tiering from a guy like Jalen Hurts, who we've talked about before, Anthony Richardson or Kyler Murray are going to be those 2 targets that we would recommend. Hey, try to get one of those guys plus quite a bit. Let's not be afraid to invest in running back. Saquon Barkley, Rachaad White are 2 of the guys that we really, really like that are going to be on the cheaper side. And then really any of those other old running backs that are throw-ins like James Conner, Aaron Jones even, Nick Chubb for super, super cheap. It's worth trying to get those guys. Jordan Addison, we did this before the Cousins news. We were telling people to sell him because we were worried about his situation a little bit. And it came true. Not in the way that we expected, but he's lost some value. So he's kind of a hold right now, in my opinion, if you didn't move off him before the Cousins news. But overall, I think you've got a really nice future outlook.
Yeah, Schnitz, like I said, I've loved getting to know you, man. Appreciate being a part of the flock. As well as you, Shaggy. Shaggy, my man. Thanks for being a part of the flock. Thanks for being a mother flocker. We appreciate you, man. You got a 12-team league here, and this is going to be an elite value build, which we love. We talk about value. But look at your QB, running back, and wide receiver. Your QB is an 8 because you've got Kyler Murray, and this is, by the way, a 1 QB league, 12-team. Kyler Murray, so that's really good. And then on your bench, you've got Anthony Richardson. So you already know that one of those guys is probably going to be a trade-away target for us. Not to mention you've got Will Levis as well. Running back here, you've got Bijan and Javonte. It's pretty solid. We're going to give you, obviously Bijan is a really good cornerstone, but Javonte is kind of up in the air. You on your bench don't really have any running backs that are rosterable. So actually, you don't really have any running backs at all on your bench. So you really only own those 2 running backs, but still a fairly decent grade. A 9 out of 10 at wide receiver, though. CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, you got Marquise Brown, you got JSN, you've got Josh Downs, you've got Dotson, you've got Christian Watson, you've got Tank Dell. This is that is a wide receiver. It really is almost a wide receiver factory, so it's a 9. We don't give out 10s. Like, it's so funny. And then 5 out of 10 for tight end. You've got Jake Ferguson, and you've got Michael Mayer. So, again, a really good team with a lot of value. You have insane value for a 12-team league. This is crazy. Murray, Bijan, CD, JSN as your cornerstones. You've got 2 contending years. Honestly, I would say 3 contending years here. Because you have so much value to play with. And this is when we talk about like just building for value, like as a general rule, this is why we say it, because it's not because like value is going to actually win you the championship, because points win championships. But value is currency to buy players that score points while also maintaining insulation of your team to where you can get so much value that you can go out and buy these contending assets while maintaining enough value to where you're not completely selling out to where you're going to hit off a cliff. You can just keep reloading and reloading and reloading and reloading. If you get to this point where you have this much value, you want to know how to beat everybody at Dynasty. Right. Yes, now go get Tyreek Hill here. You want to know how to beat everybody at Dynasty? You want to know how to be the best player in your league? This is how. You get so much value that you can run the league and get whoever you want on your team for the next 3 years. 3 contending years in a row. We're going to say target Christian Kirk, David Montgomery, TJ Hawkinson. Again, and we're going to be trading away Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. We're going to try to pair one of those guys plus Jake Ferguson. Go get elite tight end like TJ Hawkinson. You've got 3 24 firsts this year and 2 25 firsts. So not only this is ridiculous. This team is stacked. You've got lots of points at QB that you can't start, so make sure you upgrade at other positions like we said. Any tight ends past the top 4 are worthless, especially in non-tight end premiums, so target the top 4 guys. We do like the way you've built this team around wide receivers. This is very well done. This is a great team. This is fantastic. Shaggy, we appreciate you. Thanks for being a part of the flock. The 3 Gabbies. I thought we already did this one. Did we not? Maybe we did.
I don't know. It's been, we did this blueprint
a while ago.
I
thought we did his on the stream, but maybe not.
I don't know.
It's yours anyways. So 10 team here.
I'm trying to
10 team.
Here we go.
Triple elite QB build.
Yeah, he's kind of got a ridiculous team here. Joe Burrow and CJ Stroud, Kyler Murray on his bench. He's actually been in talks with me for quite a while trying to figure out how he can move off a guy like I recommended Burrow, just because he's kind of the in-between guy who has enough value where I'm like, you could get a ton of return. I'm not comfortable moving off Kyler. I'm not comfortable moving off Stroud. So he's just kind of the safe guy to move off of. Breece Hall, your top running back. Ramondre, a guy that took a value hit with the Gibson signing. Deontay Johnson, JSN, Michael Wilson are your wide receivers. Trey McBride at tight end, that's good. I'm comfortable with that. Sutton, Goddard, Demario Douglas, Jahan Dotson, Adam Thielen. A lot of flex spots there. I think overall your depth is fine. You got Michael Mayer as a backup tight end. You got Charbonnet, Burks. Nothing really else other than that. Kyler's really going to be your main depth, and that's a lot of value in your depth. I've got you rebuilding this year technically because this is a 10-team, half PPR. So in a 10-team, there is going to be a lot more like high upside assets on each team, and I think there's some moves that you could make here to try and accumulate more value, accumulate more eventual points. You have the 106 and the 110 this year. You are missing your 25 first, so that's another big reason why I'm just calling it a soft rebuild year. Is if you're going to accumulate any value, now is the time because you don't have any future firsts in the near future after this year. So we need to make sure that we're getting as many cornerstone assets as we possibly can at the moment, and then, doing it later. So too many tight ends on one roster can limit your production ceiling. So let's get rid of a couple of those. Let's prioritize accumulating as many young, reliable wide receivers as possible for that rebuild. And then 3 top 12 QBs is another ceiling capper, like we've already said. Let's down tier from 1. Get, again, some more wide receivers. That is by far and away your weakest link positionally.
Yeah, there you go. Again, take some of that tight end value and spread it across other positions. You'll be in really good shape here. But the 3 Gabbies, appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a member of the flock. We've loved having you over there. Like I said, if you ever need anything, please let us know. We've loved getting to know you. King Saint's going to be our next guy here. He's a 12-team dual elite QB build. This is a team with not only Patrick Mahomes, but Jordan Love. So dual elite QB. Looking at your bench here, you've got Sam Howell, Zach Wilson. So not really a suitable backup quarterback. Will still give you a 9 just because, again, Patrick Mahomes and Jordan Love stupid. This is a start. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A start 13. Good night. Depth is important in this league, man. This is a full PPR half tight end premium. You've got on your bench Zach Moss, who's relevant. Luke Musgrave, Greg Dulcich. That's really it. We gave you a 5. I honestly think it's a little bit lower than that after free agency. You've got 2 contending years ahead of you with a reload. You're really leaning contend here. Mahomes, Love, Kyron, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra, and Zay Flowers. Looking at your positional grades real quick since I skipped over those. 8 out of 10 at running back because, again, you've got Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs. That's pretty freaking good. At wide receiver, 6 out of 10 because you've got Amon-Ra, Zay Flowers, Adam Thielen, Dontavian Wicks, Rondell Moore, Christian Watson. And then at tight end, 3 out of 10 because you are starting Dallas Goedert, and that's really all you have. You have Musgrave, but he's not really anything, so not a ton of value at the tight end position. But we're going to be trading away Christian Watson, Zay Flowers, Javonte Williams on this team. Javonte for somebody safer, Zay with somebody higher upside, so a T. Higgins type. Christian Watson somebody with consistency. We put Stephon Diggs. I wouldn't say he's consistent, but he's definitely a stud. And so I would easily be moving Christian Watson for Stephon Diggs there. And Saquon was a target. This was pre-free agency. But you got the 106, 109. You don't have a 24-second. You've got 3 extra 25 seconds. And you got lots of seconds. You do have a comfortable contending window, so don't be afraid of veterans here, which we mentioned Stephon Diggs. I think he's a great asset for this team. Try to capitalize on assets with uncertain futures, like Higgins and Saquon, which Saquon's got certain in the last couple weeks. Aim for Bowers at the 106 in your rookie draft. With that 106, if Bowers is there, like he's probably going to be a good value as long as he gets the draft capital. So, again, King State, good team, man. You're on the right track. I love building around 2 QBs. Appreciate being a member of the flock. Our last guy here is Mike 31.
Yeah, so Mike 31's got a 12-team Superflex half PPR, no tight end premium. This is a dual elite QB. You've got Stroud and Justin Herbert. Can't get much better than that in a Superflex format. Breece Hall, Isaiah Pacheco are your top 2 running backs. Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown are your top receivers. McBride, awesome. Nico Collins and Ayuk in your flex spots. Like, that's ridiculous. This could be a wide receiver factory easily. Zay Flowers on your bench. Dotson on your bench. Demario Douglas on your bench. Michael Mayer on your bench. Just chilling.
Yep.
No problem. In a 12-team Superflex format. Yeah, that's really good.
It's pretty stupid.
So you've got a lot of guys to play around with here because you have a ton of value. I gave you a 9 at QB. I gave you a 9 at wide receiver. You got a 7 at running back, an 8 at tight end. All of those well-earned. You're only missing your 24-second. That's it. So I still think you have your 24 first. I think you have all your future firsts. You're looking golden here.
Yep.
I mean, let's just try to get as dominant as possible at every single position. Zay Flowers, let's get a higher ceiling. Serious. I like Zay Flowers. I like his price right now. I think there's a lot of people that could benefit from buying Zay Flowers. Not for you. You can afford to move off him and get a higher upside guy.
Yep.
Isaiah Pacheco, let's get a safer long-term asset. You're 111. Let's get a proven player and let's trade back. One of those guys or both. You can get a proven player and trade back. You can get Amari Cooper at like super cheap and he has a high ceiling, game-to-game ceiling. You can get guys like Tank Dell, Drake London, Jaden Reed, easy. You can get Jonathan Taylor, easy with this value that you have.
Yep.
Not even a question. Don't overvalue stacks. If you get Tank Dell, look to sell Collins or vice versa. You know, if you have one, I don't usually like the risk of owning 2 receivers on one team. Like there's even risk with that after the first year of A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. There was a time when it was worth it because their prices were both nice, but after a certain amount of time, it's like, okay, they're starting value-wise to contradict each other. So bet on one and ride with it. Better to lose than have them both. You know,
Yeah, yes.
Prioritize upside at every position and make sure you run it back. And then McBride is actually not going to be untouchable. Tight ends are much less valuable in a non-tight end premium format. If I'm looking to make a splash in the market for a tight end, I want Sam Laporta.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all I want.
Me too. Yeah.
So good job. You're contending for the next multiple years.
It's a good team. And, you know, we got a question down here. How do I get my team rated? Step number 1, go to flockfantasy.com/domain. Okay. I'll put that here in the description. Flock. So when you go to the site, use code domain when you sign up. Choose some other flocker tier. You get a team blueprint. You get the rookie draft guide, which version 2 is available now. You get in our listener leagues, you get one-on-one access to Nathan and I. You get in our Discord, you get all kinds of things. Trade calculator, our rankings, all of it. Follow the link and also count towards Motherflocker March. We get to 100 subs, 100 new subs in March, 100 new Motherflockers. We stay up all night for live stream. We've got 8 or 9 days left, and we've got 20 more people left. So we'll see if we hit it, and we'll see if Nathan and I are staying up all night for live stream. But yet to be seen. Like I said, we'd love to see you guys over there. We love doing your guys' blueprints. We love trying to help you build your team, but really we want you to win money. Like that's the main thing for us. Like we can sit here all day and talk about whatever, but we've got to help people win money. So, and we know that. So flockfantasy.com/domain. We'd love to see you over there, each and every one of you. But that's going to do it for today. We have another video to record for Tuesday, and so we're going to do that. We got all kinds of stuff. So shout out to John for joining us for the first time tonight, buddy.
Thank you, boys.
Appreciate it. And then, like I said, we'll be back on Monday. We'll have a video on Tuesday. We'll hope to see you over on the Discord this weekend. We'll be talking with you guys there. So, guys, again, like we say it every time, but we appreciate it. We can't do this guy without you guys. So thank you so much for your support. Have a good weekend, everybody. Peace out.